What is up, guys, and welcome back. And yes, I will be uploading the part 2 to the 10 horror true stories from Mr. Nightmare. I'll be uploading the part 2 to that soon, but this video caught my eye and I really wanted to react to it. So, what are we gonna do? We are gonna react to it. So, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I want to talk to you about bullying.
Okay.
When you hear the word bullying, the first thing you imagine are cruel schoolmates who make your life impossible.
Yes.
It's not my case. I was cool with my classmates.
Okay.
I have been the victim of bullying from my teacher.
Wait,
Can you imagine?
What? How? How did your teacher do you like that? Oh yeah, this is from Actually Happened. So, forgot to say that. But like, what? How?
Teacher, I have gone through a great deal of unpleasant moments, and I'd like to share with you how I managed to solve this problem. I was a senior in high school at the time. I was a solid C student in maths, having struggled through it during all my school years. I liked maths, though, and
I hate math. Probably one of the worst subjects to ever exist. But yeah.
eager to know more. That's why I usually asked a lot of questions at the lessons. Last year, I got a new teacher, Miss Roberts, who was known as a local math genius. She was also famous as a heartless and nasty woman, but I thought this wasn't something to be worried about. Right. Anyway, I took up her classes in the hope that I can improve my maths marks, given that she was so good. First 2 lessons went all right. I was very enthusiastic, making lots of questions. Maybe somewhat dumb ones, but hey, in my understanding, any teacher would be glad to help such an interested student. Sure, it took not a long time for her to come up with phrases like, "And here comes the slow boy again. Surprise, surprise, you don't understand it again."
What teacher says that? My math teacher gets like hella mad when I don't. My math teacher gets so mad when no one asks questions. She's like, okay, moving on. Like, what?
We have to go extra slow for you today. And everyone laughed. Thanks for the support, guys. For some reason,
He called them out, like, thanks for the support, guys.
it turned out to be an authentic red flag for her. Every single lesson, I received new creative insults from Ms. Roberts. I wasn't the best one, but I wasn't the worst one either, so I never understood such a contempt from her side. You can say that I could have just taken a deep breath and kept cool for a couple of semesters. Problem is, with the damn math lessons several days a week, it was getting harder and harder to pull myself to school every day. So I tried to solve the problem on my own, trying to act very friendly and calm towards her. It backfired, and she got even fiercer. Alright, time for plan B. I decided to confront her directly, asking, "Ms. Roberts, could you stop offending me in front of the whole class?" All I got in response was, "I don't know what you're talking about. And by the way, I wouldn't expect a C in the end of the year if I were you."
What? Can, like, a teacher get, like, fired for this? Oh my god.
That required extreme measures. I went to our principal with my problem, and he sent someone in to examine her during class. She acted respectful and normal for 1 day, and then went back to bullying me with twice the enthusiasm. That was enough. I went to the local Radio Shack, bought a recorder,
Yes.
and secretly taped every insult she threw at me for the rest of the school year. One day, I asked her a question during class. Her response, till now, is burnt into my brain. "I've been teaching for over 10 years, and that was the single dumbest question I've ever heard from anyone."
Oh my god! What is wrong with this teacher? That is, like, so messed up. Okay.
She continued the lesson without answering. I calmly stood up, packed my stuff, and headed to the nurse's office to dismiss myself from school. I went home and compiled all of my brutal tapes into one glorious masterpiece. Next day, I went to the principal, and we listened to a couple of the insults until he stopped me. He wanted more witnesses present, as well as Ms. Roberts. So he collected board directors, the local school police officer, the vice principal, and Ms. Roberts herself. What followed were some of the greatest minutes of my life.
Yeah.
I watched as the administrators went from fed up with being in another useless meeting to furious and speechless, with some of them keeping their mouths open for the duration of the tape. I also watched Ms. Roberts go from confident and stuck up to her realizing how much she had screwed herself up.
Yes.
She was publicly roasting herself in front of the most important people from the district. The tape finished. The administrators look around in astonishment, and I am asked to leave the room.
Oh.
The final time I saw Ms. Roberts was her, all strange, leaving the boardroom. I looked back, and we made eye contact as I gave the biggest, most evil smile. After that, Ms. Roberts was nowhere to be seen. The news spread quickly throughout the school, and I was seen as a saint by everyone. I heard that not only was she fired, but also no school district in the area would hire this outstanding educator. I was satisfied, and not only for myself. Now, I knew that that woman wouldn't poison any other student's life, at least for the time being. If you're watching this, Ms. Roberts, I would take this moment to tell you I hope you will never teach again. On the other hand, some time has passed and I have cooled down, so I hope that you have learned your lesson and have found some job outside education where you are not bullying anyone.
Yes. Yes. That is messed up. Some teachers are just not right. Like, why start a teaching, like, whatever, if you don't like kids? Oh, it makes me so aggravated. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell for more videos. I love you all, and see you tomorrow. Or maybe even later today if I decide to upload another video. Goodbye!